Have you ever wondered how you heal your inner child? We hear so much about it. However, has anyone really clearly shown you how do you heal your inner child? How do you get to know what your inner child is feeling? Hello, I'm Katarina Smiley. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, it's great to have you. If you're returning, it's good to see you. Today, I'm going to give you some simple techniques, and I hope through visual, it's going to assist you in really knowing how to connect with your inner child. I prefer it younger self. The reason why, it's practical. When I say your younger self, it makes practical sense rather than your inner child. For some of you that aren't holistic or spiritual, it may just not make sense to you. I want to give you the practical way. So today I'm going to show you, this is a photo of my younger self. Now maybe you can get this, or I wanted to do this so you can really see a full live example of how to do it. I work with so many people, and when we're healing the younger self, I use the term younger self. It's about getting them to visually see their younger self standing in front of them. Because what happens is our adult self often wants to go into protective mode, and we feel guilty. We feel bad that if we say, oh, you know, I didn't feel loved by my parents. We feel bad in our adult self that we're judging our parents. So my role is to delete that guilt. And so that's where maybe a photo of your younger self comes into play, or if you have the ability to visualize your younger self standing in front of you. So I hope that you can see this. This is my younger self. I'm going to ask if I'll be the coach, I'll be myself, and I'll be my younger self. So it's about asking, what did you feel about your childhood? Did you have a good childhood? The adult self always says, yeah, I did. Yeah, it was pretty good. Because adult self is already comparing to the stories that other friends have shared with them. They're saying, mine wasn't that bad, so I had a pretty good childhood. That's adult self, yeah? Now I'm going to get my younger self to answer the question. How was your childhood? What do you feel when, now you're 8 years old? What do you feel? I'm not happy because I'm getting bullied at school. I feel sad and I don't like going to school. And they're all teasing me because I don't have front teeth. See the variant stories? Has my younger self been validated? No, because my adult self says, I had a good childhood. This may be confusing you. But those of you, if you've gone to therapy and you've worked on your inner child, your younger self, whatever term resonates with you, who's answering the questions during therapy? Is it your adult self, current day, or is it, I've dropped the photo, this little person that endured the pain, the trauma, the bullying, whatever it was? Who is answering the questions when you're going to therapy? This person here, adult Katarina, or child Katarina? Who's answering the therapist? For most of you, it's your adult self. And the reason none of what I'm sharing is intentional, okay? It's not intentional. You're not intentionally doing it. But what happens in our adult self is we feel bad. We carry guilt. Oh, we're blaming our parents. No, you're not. They did the best they knew how. And I'm not asking about your parents. I'm asking about how you felt. This 8-year-old, I'm speaking as a coach, I am speaking to your 8-year-old self. I don't care what your adult self has to say. I hope this is starting to make sense as to why you may not be shifting moving forward. Don't allow your adult self to answer for your younger self. If you've been bullied, sexually abused, physically abused, anything else, didn't feel loved, felt left out, felt abandoned, felt rejected. Your younger self is screaming out for them to be heard. Your adult self keeps dismissing them because you keep saying, my childhood was all right. I had a pretty good childhood. Yeah. Stop it. I'm now giving you tangible tools. If you are seeing therapists, stop answering from your adult self. Go in. I automatically detect as soon as someone is answering me from their adult self. Automatically. The whole body shows me that. Their eyes show me that. Their answers show me that. And I said, I don't care what your adult thinks because they're coming from you, right? I want to know what your younger self feels. What were they feeling in that moment when they were being bullied? I can tap into that memory straight away, that emotion. There's no attachment to it anymore. I've healed that. I never want to forget that because it allows me to show others. Yeah? It was horrendous. I remember I didn't want to go to school. I would say to Mum, I don't want to go. I would tell that I felt sick because I had fear. I felt so alone. I felt like such an outsider. That's what she's telling me. And that's what I would be saying to my coach. Now my younger self is feeling heard because my adult self says, you know what? I've heard you. Let's heal that together. That is what healing your inner child is all about. If you are not tapping in to your younger self and allowing your younger self to answer what they were emotionally feeling when they were younger through anything that you have endured or experienced, and they're not answering the questions and it's your adult self answering the questions, you're not going to heal. I'm blanketing it. I'm calling it for what it is. That's not perspective, that's truth. I've worked with people long enough to really heal their inner child and release all the emotional pain attachment to what they endured, their younger self, to the point that now the younger self and the adult self are now together. If you read The Untethered Soul, that actually explains it differently to my language. It may give you a different understanding and that their wording may align better with you. I hope that me holding this photo is giving you a visual of how to actually heal. And I've shared with you, please, when you go and see whoever you're seeing, whether it be a coach, whether it be a counsellor, a therapist, and you're working with your younger self or inner child, whatever word works for you, make sure that your younger self is answering how they felt in the moment, not your adult self dismissing it. Remember, it's not about blaming anyone, your folks, nothing. It is purely about identifying and healing how you felt. That's all this is about. So there is nothing to feel bad for. Your parents did the best they knew how with what they observed, just as you, if for those of you who are parents, you're doing the best you know how with the tools that you have. So I hope today has given you a totally different perspective of inner child, younger self work and how to heal. If you want to know more information on this, please reach out, email me, comment here. And then I went, if they comment, how do I get in touch with you? And I hope that you've enjoyed the value of this video thus far. And please like it, comment, subscribe to my channel because there's a lot more coming where this come from. I'm just getting started. Kat's message of the day with the cards, it served its purpose. That's not it anymore. This is Coach Kat. And as I say, there's no fluff approach, no BS. It is truth. I will be as clear and practical as I can be when I'm explaining. And I hope that you get something from this. As you can see, my passion is showing. This younger self, she was sad. Yeah? She felt alone. Yeah? This adult self is really standing in her stride. and getting more comfortable every day with doing the videos. I no longer need to hide behind the card in the book anymore. I'm getting comfortable just being me, ad-libbing. All of this is just ad-libbed. It's just whatever I'm channeling, I'm sharing with you. So please go and do the work. Heal that younger self, because they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. Yeah? They want you to hear them. And once they feel heard, then they can heal, and you too can heal. Because remember, you matter. You matter. You are your most valuable asset. So invest in you every day. I want to thank you for spending your time with me, as I respect your time is valuable. So thank you. Thank you. If you enjoyed today's video and got value, and if you'd like to know more on this particular topic, write a comment. More info. Yeah? And I'm more than happy to share this. And if you want to be specific on what you want to know, then write it in the comments. The more interaction I get, the more I'm driven to give this information. My goal is to cause a ripple effect. And the more you learn, I hope that you can share. And if you enjoyed this video, share it with other people. Let them know that there is a different perspective out there that may absolutely resonate and align with them. Yeah? I want to thank you. I so want to thank you. And all the best on your journey to healing your younger self. So for today, take care.